Hello, my name is Patricia. I go to Ryerson or Toronto Metropolitan University and I'm studying industrial engineering. I am taking this ZON 100 course. The project that I pursued in this course was called the Revive Market. It's basically a in-person location that provides convenience when selling your secondhand clothing. A lot of the issues that I wanted to solve with the project stemmed from the existing issues with these peer-to-peer resale platforms that exist right now, like Depop or Facebook Marketplace, where it's online and it's a lot of it's relatively easy, but I feel like it's a lot of work. Like, it's not convenient for someone to sell their items, and that's something that I wanted to endorse because of the state of our planet and all of these environmental issues that we're having, just to promote that reduce, reuse, recycle kind of platform. I wanted to create a project that does that. So my project takes student clothing or people's clothing on consignment and then sells it at events that are plated, kind of like thrift stores, kind of like just convenient random pop-up thrift stores that you can buy items from your peers. So that was where was the project when we began. It was an idea. When I began this course, it was just an idea that I had a year ago that I was kind of formulating, kind of like it came from a big concept, and then I was kind of like morphing it to be something that I can actually work on right now. So it was just an idea, and then by the end of the course I actually started branding it, started talking to people about it, had an event for it. People were actually able to use it and make money off of it, which was my goal, and I kind of like put it into motion by the end of the course, which I'm really happy about. So right now it's kind of just like the beginning. What was the journey like? The journey was really stressful but exhilarating. I was really passionate about this idea, so that made it a lot easier to continue with it. I really enjoyed the journey. I feel like I learned a lot more than I thought, and I really enjoyed the reflection that we did in the beginning, because looking back at them and like remembering where my mindset was when I wrote it, it's way different than my mindset right now. Like, I feel like I accumulated a lot of knowledge and I accumulated a lot of connections and just like figured a lot of stuff out in this time, which I'm really happy about. In regards to encouragement from peers and others, I had so much support for this project. Like, I don't know if I could have done it without all that support. I'm really glad that the people that I surround myself with and my family are really supportive of like the random ideas and ventures that I want to go through with. So that was really good. I got a lot of like good feedback from random people, good feedback from people that I knew. I'm waiting on that bad feedback so I could like do some of it, like learning and moving around things, but as of right now I got a lot of good encouragement from my peers and others. What setback gave me the biggest lesson? So I learned, I had a big reflection on who I was excluding from my market, just based on the fact that my inventory wasn't as diverse as it needed to be, because I wanted to plate my service as something for everybody to use, yet I didn't include items like articles of clothing that everybody could wear. Like, I didn't have nearly as much men's clothes as women. I didn't have nearly as much just like different styles of clothing or different sizes. I didn't have enough larges versus the amount of smalls I had. That was a big setback for me, and I think that showed me the biggest lesson. Yeah, I didn't have too many other setbacks. What were some other highs and lows? I think that a high was just running the event. I was literally high. Like, I felt like on cloud 9 running it. I was so excited about it. I've never put together an event before. I just never had experience doing that, and I did it all by myself, kind of, with a bit of help on a lot of help on the day of, but like organizing it was all me, and I kind of just showed myself my potential and like what I could do, and I'm really happy with that. What did you learn from end users, customers, audiences, or beneficiaries? I learned that I learned that different people, I know that different people have different style and different like views on things, but I really saw it like firsthand when people were in my shop and everyone had a different opinion on the same item. Like people saw one thing and some thought it was really expensive, some thought it was really cheap, some thought it was really ugly, some thought it was really pretty. It's just like people have so many different opinions, and if I'm going to provide a service for all people and I want to be able to cater to all people, I'm gonna have to kind of navigate that, if that makes sense. What did I learn about myself? I learned that I am very capable. I think that was really big for me because in general I'm a very confident person, or I've learned to be confident over the years, but my confidence didn't exactly come from too much other than just like believing in myself and knowing like what the world has to offer, and then like having ideas on what I wanted to do with that. But with this project, I feel like I showed myself that I was putting like my ideas into motion. Like I showed that follow through, and I showed myself what I was capable of and what my abilities were, and like where my strengths and weaknesses fell. And I really enjoyed reflecting on that, because it just made me so much more excited to figure out what else I could do. Because I feel like the world is your oyster. Like you could really do anything, but you don't really know until you try. Like I assume I can do everything because, you know, the world's here, it's in my hands, but you don't really know until you try. And then in this course I tried and I learned and I enjoyed that process. How did I advance in my field or industry? I advanced, I don't know. I think my industry was fashion, sustainable fashion, and I advanced by connecting with people that had the same visions as me. And I guess just learning how to be in that industry, learning how to be in the sales, learning how to be in like social media marketing, and like creating visuals and whatever. I think I advanced just by learning and being in that. What are your next steps for you in your project? My next steps for me in my project are, I see my project like leaving this course in 3 phases. I want to, by the end, I want to have, first, we'll start with the first one. I want to really tune in and hone in on how my business model is going to work and how my customers are going to engage with it. I really want to just get all of that refined and then continue to have shops all through the next 4 months after in next semester. And with that, I just want to gain a lot of publicity. I want to interact with a lot of people, engage with a lot of people, and get like a lot of people in my little community that I'm gonna build. So that starts with me like refining my processes and making sure that I have everything transparent, and like my pricing model, I have that transparent, or like whatever invoices I have to send people and like the pickups and drop-offs, I want to have it all together. So that, and then I want to hold 8 different pop-ups and make a good amount of money off of that. So I'm going to set a money goal, and then by the end, by the summer, I want to be able to automate all these processes and have them running on their own. Strong piece of advice I would have given myself, talk to everybody and anybody. Don't be so nervous to share things, because nobody actually cares, but when you engage with them, they'll care in a good way. I think that the value of this course really comes from the interactions that you have with these like-minded people. I got a lot of good energy and a lot of enthusiasm, or I had a lot of enthusiasm when I was attending each of these classes. Like, even like I told all of my friends, like, this is the best class I've ever been to. Like, it's so much more fulfilling than every other class that I have in my engineering life. Even though it's like 3 hours of sitting there listening to people. I do my 2-hour lectures all the time, and it's not like my 2-hour math lectures is nothing compared to these 3 hours of just like excitement. Like, you sit there watching other students present their businesses or their projects, and then also these like concepts, and it's really nice. I feel like there's a lot to learn from other people and listening to other people, and the fact that we can do that in an academic setting is really beautiful to me, and I really enjoyed it. Like, there was a lot of learning done from the people around me in this class, and I think that's very valuable to me.